This week's parasha is known as Parashat Parah. It's one of the special parshiot, the 4 parshiot. It's number 3 out of 4. We read a special maftir, and we read all about the Parah Adumah. We read about the red heifer. The red heifer is the cow that's burnt down to ashes, mixed with water, and used to purify people in order to bring the korbanot. We always read this parasha after Purim, before Pesach, because we're getting ourselves ready for purity. Because Pesach is the holiday of the korbanot. It's the holiday where the whole Jewish people are commanded to bring the korban Pesach. So as a zecher to that, on the simple level, we're bringing we're reading about the Parah Adumah to pray to have that Parah Adumah come back in the Messianic era, have that cow that's totally red-haired, so we could use it in order to purify ourselves for Mashiach Tzidkenu, for the Korban Pesach, because that's the way it used to be. This was the time that everybody purified themselves so they can be able to come to Yerushalayim and bring the Korban as the whole Jewish people would bring with the Korban Pesach. Okay, awesome. Last year, I heard an unbelievable idea from our very own Rabbi Klapper, our Mashkir Ruchani, that I thought was so awesome because it looks at Parah Adumah from a different angle. We know Parah Adumah is known as the quintessential chok. We have mishpatim and we have chukim in the Torah. The mishpatim are the laws that we fully understand. They're logical. Laws like don't murder, don't steal. Everybody would come up with that. Every society needs that. While the chukim are laws that on the simple level we say, they're laws that we don't understand. On a little deeper level, we mentioned in the past, they're laws that we would have never come up with on our own. Maybe after Hashem told us to do it, we can try to figure out the reason behind it. But on the surface level, we wouldn't logically derive this halakha before God told us to do it. And Parah Adumah is seen as the prototypical. You want to know what is the symbol of a law that we don't fully understand? It's Parah Adumah. And people most of the time speak about the aspect of the Parah Adumah. It purifies the ashes of the parah, the Ephra parah. It purifies the impure and it makes impure the pure. Meaning the tameh comes in, puts the water with the ashes on himself, and then what happens? He becomes pure. But the pure person who's helping him out in that process, he himself becomes impure. It's one of the mysteries of life, one of the mysteries of God. You know, the pure guy is trying to help the impure guy, and he becomes pure. Like, what's going on over here? One of the deeper ideas of what the world is really all about. Okay, here's what Rabbi Klapper says. Why do we always read it after Purim? So we said, classic answer, because we're getting ready for Pesach. But says Rabbi Klapper, there's another reason why. We had ourselves Purim, this aspect of trying to get rid of our klipot, trying to get rid of all of these things that cover us, that make us think we really know what's going on. The whole story of Purim is that God is really behind the scenes, even though we don't see it. And ultimately, we're trying to get this level of what's known as ad Delo. We're trying to get to a level that we understand what we really don't understand. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu runs the show. Things can look terrible. Things can be the worst of the worst, but really, there's a much bigger picture of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. There's deep na'afochus coming on. We don't see everything. God understands everything. God is the bigger da'at. We don't really have the da'at. So what happens on Purim, by the end of Purim, we get to this level of clarity where we understand that we don't really understand. We understand that we have ad Delo yada. But this level of ad Delo yada that we reach on Purim, it's only in the theoretical. It's only in the machshava. It's only in the thought process. What's the mitzvah of Parah? The mitzvah of Parah is the active chok. The chok we don't understand. We don't have the da'at to fully understand why we have the Parah Adumah. But now that we reach the level of machshava to understand that I don't understand, now I'm ready to fulfill all of those mitzvot that I don't understand. Now I'm ready to go to the Parah Adumah, that symbol of the mitzvot that we don't fully get. And I say to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, I got the lesson of Purim. I understand that you know much better than I know. I understand that I don't understand. And now bring it. I'll take every mitzvah, whether I get it, whether I don't get it. I know HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you see the bigger picture, and I'm ready to do it. I'm ready to work and do your mitzvot, all of them. Shabbat Shalom.